we're talking about?
Talked about stuff last night to talk about, but now I don't remember what those stuffs were.
No.
I remember part of it was Elite Dangerous VR, but I don't think we can do a whole podcast just on something we barely know anything about.
Apart from its life changer.
Yeah,
You're starting to look swole, son.
Thanks, dude.
I can't believe that CrossFit's actually working.
Mm-hmm.
That fake workout.
I do my own version of CrossFit, though.
Yeah.
I don't stick to the CrossFit plan.
That's good, because you'd probably hurt yourself.
Yeah, I did hurt myself at one point. Because I was like, oh, I can do it at the, like, recommended weight. And it's like, nah. I was just starting out. I couldn't do that.
And at one point, I remember Mike had just a gash out of his shin. I was just like,
I did. I have tons of scars on my leg from.
Look at those high socks.
I know. Yeah, they're my house socks. I got all these are from CrossFit. I got one up here somewhere too. They're all from box jumps. Which are dumb
Yeah, I knew CrossFit probably wasn't for me when I was like researching different types of gyms and exercise and stuff. And one of my friends was like, oh, "You can do CrossFit, but you have to take it with like a grain of salt." I was like, What?
I got one right there too. It's hard to see because I'm so hairy.
Yeah.
Yeah, CrossFit is like that's perfect advice. Is like you can do it, you just got to modify it for your own. Like I if I look at a workout that they have posted for the day, and I'm like, I can't do that. I'll hurt myself. So then I just don't do that.
I just don't do that workout. Yeah.
Yeah, or I change out.
There's one dude I saw online. He fucking lost like 300 pounds and got jacked by doing fucking yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yoga is insane.
If you do like hardcore yoga.
No.
Have you ever done yoga?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I've done yoga like twice before. It was like P90X yoga.
Yeah.
And it was like the worst 15 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
You're just drenched. Like, you do it for 15 minutes and you're in this weird, like, you're a crab. And, like, you're just, like, dead. Like, that's yoga.
It's like a boiled crab.
You are a crab. You are a chubby tree.
Yeah.
Like, it's yoga. It's, like, it's insane.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where if I lived somewhere where like yoga studios had any form of like competition to where the prices weren't insane, I might try it.
Yeah.
But here there's probably only like 2, maybe 3. So it's no.
That's how CrossFit is.
Back in my first apartment, we had a win-lose situation with yoga because during the summer, my next door neighbor, who is this just dime piece, she was beautiful. She would go outside my window, my main like living room window, and fucking do yoga, and it was awesome. But then like all of her friends started coming over, and like she kind of went off to the side, and her friend, who's like 300 pounds, she came up and started doing yoga, and they all wore yoga pants.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, and they show everything. Every bad decision.
Yeah.
I need some yoga pants.
What?
Dude, I want some like super bright yoga pants.
Why?
Like ones that are like tie-dye.
Wow. Huh.
Just to make people uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
I just want to wear them and be like, people are like...
You should just get some like tie-dye leggings and wear them around as pants.
Would my dick just hang out?
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, if you're a guy in like yoga pants or leggings.
Well, no, in yoga pants, your wiener won't hang out.
Yeah.
It'll just be super pronounced.
Yeah.
Ooh. Because the yoga pants hug everything. It like shows all the creases and wrinkles. Yoga pants.
No, but
not
like there's like a whole like I don't know, it's probably a Tumblr thing, but everyone's always like leggings count as pants, and it's like, okay, well, let's get a bunch of big dudes to wear some leggings. Just get some leggings and like it'll be stretched out so you can see everything like just fine. It's like no, they don't count as pants.
It's like no, they don't.
Yeah.
Oh, other thing I wanted to bring up. Have you guys seen Sneaky? You know who Sneaky is, right?
Sounds familiar.
Okay, Sneaky is
Sneaky.
He's a player on he's a professional League of Legends player on the team C9. He's one of the best AD carries in the world in the game. And
so basically, he's just the best at the game.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
Him and the Koreans.
I didn't think so. Two things. I didn't think he was dating anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the girl he's dating.
Yeah.
She is incredible.
Is she a gold digger?
I don't know, but she's
she's a super hot Asian cosplayer who's famous.
well,
or American Asian.
And then did you see his cosplay of Elemental Lux?
Yeah,
Fucking type that up.
Elemental Lux sneaky.
Elemental Lux sneaky cosplay. And get ready to have your fucking mind blown by how much this dude looks like a girl.
How do you spell Lux?
Lux. Just like the casino.
Oh my god.
No. One more. Over.
Whatever.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is a boy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm gay then.
Well, people have always referred to him as like their favorite lesbian for a long time. So, in chat, I love sneaky streams, dude. I watch them all the time.
Yeah, that is a boy.
Yeah, it's
Every time I'm like, I saw it on Twitter, I was just like, it bothers me how hot he is.
Yeah. Oh man.
I was just scrolling on Twitter when he posted those pictures, and I was like, "Who's the girl he's hanging out with?" And I clicked on, I'm like, "Oh, that's Sneaky." I was like, "That's a weird moment." I was like, "Huh."
It's like, have you seen? It's a really famous video in a lot of compilations, but it's like they're at some kind of con, and there's like this Asian person dressed up, and like kind of like an anime schoolgirl outfit. And they're like, "Hey, can we get a picture with you?" And you like do some kind of pose, and then this person poses, and then they're like, "Thanks, man," or like, "Thanks," and he goes, "No problem, bro." And it's like a guy. They're like, "Oh, what?"
Oh, holy shit! Fun fact: the Comic-Con in, I want to say Korea. It might have been Korea or Japan, one of the two. And that makes me sound horribly racist, but it was one of those two places. Had the best Goku Blue cosplay.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Oh, dude. He was just... It was just this fucking monster Asian.
Yeah.
Like the Brock Lesnar of Asians. He was just...
the one guy.
Dude,
yeah.
He was like our height. He was like 6'1" and jacked out of his... He had muscle... So, when you're jacked, like... You're just big, you got like a 6-pack, you got the pecs going, you got big muscles, that's fine. But when you're like out of your mind, Jack, you have, it's when they have like side muscles that are defined. He was that, it was just, he looked awesome.
Yeah.
And that's one where it's so rare to do right, because like, I've seen thousands of people try to do Goku and thousands of people try to do Vegeta, and they all fail.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
They look like trash.
Yeah. None fail as hard as Dragon Ball Evolution, though. I could dress up like Goku and be a better Goku than the Dragon Ball Evolution
that
Goku.
movie hurt my life. You know, I saw that in theaters.
Really?
I was so excited about it because I'm like, you know what? And all my friends were like, "Don't do it, Justin. It's gonna be shit. Look at the trailer. Does that look like Goku to you?" I was like, no, but maybe it's like... I was like, I'm going to give it a chance because maybe they're doing like a weird mix of the Dragon Ball story mixed with some of Z. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, if I can see Goku and Vegeta fight in real life, that might be worth it. I finished the movie and I hadn't eaten my popcorn because I just lost my appetite halfway through the movie, and I threw my popcorn at the screen. I was so mad.
Just like when you saw the first Resident Evil in theaters.
That just broke my heart.
Yeah.
That wasn't so much anger as just, hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
You had one job.
You had
to
one...
make this game.
I'll give that movie a 2 out of 10, and it gets a 2 because Mila Jovovich is super hot.
That's true.
Yeah, she's very hot.
That's why it's not a 0 out of 10, is because of that reason only.
She's pretty hot, but like, I don't understand how you fuck up that movie.
Yeah.
It's just so Dragon Ball I actually do kind of understand because that is a giant project to undertake.
Yeah.
But, like, okay, so...
It's a long, complicated story.
With Resident Evil, Alright, this is for if these two dum-dums somehow get famous. This is for any movie person who's thinking about making a movie from a game. Do the game. We don't want to see a reimagining. If you, God forbid, you do a Mass Effect without Shepard.
Yeah. Or Garrus.
Just do.
Which one is the greater
game.
sin?
Yeah.
Mass Effect 1. Here's what the movie should be. The game. I want to see them do the game as though I was fucking playing it. Fun fact, Doom, the movie, sucked dick.
Yeah.
The only good part was the first-person mode. When they went in the first-person mode, you know why?
Because that was the game.
It was the game! Resident Evil 1 should have been them in the mansion, the stars getting chased by fucking monster dogs into the mansion, and then it should have fallen Jill and Chris and Wesker. That's what it should have been.
Yeah.
And I would have been jerking off the entire time.
That's why I love... People shit on this movie, but I love it because it follows, like, 75% close to the game. And that's Silent Hill Revolution or whatever it was. Or Revelations.
Revelations, yeah.
So I'm like, it is Silent Hill, was it 2 or 3?
The game.
I think 3. It's like, basically, it was Silent Hill 3. And I'm like, there were some differences, but they had all the main characters. The major plot points were the same.
Is that the one where the bitch gets her skin ripped off?
No, I think that's the first Silent Hill.
Was it the first or the second?
Yeah.
I don't remember. It might have been the first, yeah.
Which, that one wasn't a bad movie, but it was none of the games.
No.
It wasn't the game.
I just don't understand.
And then in Silent Hill Revelation, the ending scene is the opening scene to Silent Hill Downpour, which, as like a nerd, I was like, that was just
so
I was
bored.
on nerd gasm. I was like, it's the prison bus, like. But that's why I like that movie. Even though it wasn't like a great quality movie, it still tried to stick to the storyline, so I give it props for that. But Dragon Ball Evolution, though, I was on a charter bus going to some, like, youth conference or something. And so we were stuck on this bus watching it.
Oh, God.
Me and Colin.
No escape.
Who were, like, huge Dragon Ball fans.
You're like,
he was like a couple, like, seat rows ahead of me. And this other kid was sitting next to me who, like, it was a kid who was like, I was the senpai, basically, but I didn't like this kid. He was, like, really
is he the
annoying.
one that ended up being gay?
Yeah, he ended up being gay, and I was like, it makes sense. He was hitting on me the whole time. Like, this was years later that I found out he was gay, and I was like, oh my god, everything makes sense. Why he, like, constantly sought my approval for things, and I didn't care. But anyway, so he was sitting next to me, and I'm watching this movie, and we get, like, halfway through. I think it's when Piccolo comes and starts destroying stuff, and it wasn't King Piccolo, it was, like, actual Piccolo was, like, killing stuff, and we were like, what? This is... And I yell up to Colin on this bus, and I was like, Colin, what is this movie? What is happening? He turns around, he's like, I don't know! And I was like, whoever brought this movie, I'm gonna find them and I'm gonna fuck them up. And the kid's like, gay kid sitting next to me was like, it was me. I brought this movie. He's like, it's one of my favorite movies. And I was like, I don't think I talked to him after that, to be honest.
Well, no.
When Kohai
it's
disappoints Senpai and you kick them out of the dojo.
It's not even fucking like. I remember because I went with my friend Craig, and I was like, "Hey, Craig, is that a Namekian?" And he goes, "I don't think so. What's happening?"
Yeah.
And we both were just the thing that pissed us off, and this is the one that really got us. And one YouTube channel actually mentioned this and did it justice, which was so. I could have forgiven a lot, but the one huge part of Dragon Ball is the powering up and the ki blast.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do a Kamehameha wave, it needs to be a fucking blue ball of energy that shoots out of your hands. It cannot be a blue wispy fart.
Yeah.
It can't be. All of the ki blasts were like air bending. It was, and even Master Roshi mentions it. He's like, something something is one of the keys in air bending. I'm like, I don't think the person
Wrong IP.
I don't think the person that made this movie watched an episode of Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
I don't think they watched one.
I think they went to, like, Wikipedia and, like, scanned through it.
What do weebs like in their fighting movies?
Yeah.
Airbending. Wait, what?
Now, one anime to movie that actually did an okay job was the new Full Metal Alchemist movie.
I didn't watch it yet.
It was actually okay. I'll give it like
Not bad.
I'll give it like a 60 out of 100.
Okay.
I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Okay. Mostly because the costumes were like on point. Like that movie is a cosplayer's wet dream.
How do they do that movie? Like, do they try to wrap the entire story up in like...
No, it's not the whole story. It's
Okay.
like I know they get to the point where they kill Lust.
Okay.
They don't introduce. Okay, so that's the main thing they change at the end of the movie was you basically find out that one of the guys manipulating everything behind the scenes was not King Bradley. It was some other general. Is like the main bad guy. At the end, you find out he was like a part of a lot of everything. That was the major plot point change, and then a lot of it is just that whole scene where they go to the secret facility and all the little monsters get released.
Yeah.
And then Mustang fights Lust and that kind of stuff. Like, that's pretty much where it goes to.
Okay.
Yeah. Then they kind of leave it off. They're like, oh, we got to find out everything that's going on here. But
time for the sequel.
The way they did Alphonse was like blew my mind.
Really?
Like, you can't, when you're watching it, you can't tell if it's the full practical armor or CGI.
Oh, wow.
Like, most of the time, you can't tell which one it is.
Okay.
Except for during, like, there's a main fight scene with him in it.
Okay.
Where, like, it leans a little bit more on the CGI side. But, like, it still looks good. So,
that's right. Even Marvel did that with Black Panther, apparently.
Yeah.
Where, like,
lots of CGI,
in Black Panther, there's a lot more CGI than in
yeah.
Civil War.
I'm not sure if I ever got to tell you. Did you ever see Black Panther?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
So I got to see Black Panther, and memes almost ruined it for me.
Oh, yeah?
So first of all, there was a fucking group of kids behind me that, like, every time the Black Panther's sister, the princess, came on screen,
the Queen,
they would all go, "The Queen," and start clicking her. Not sometimes.
That was like during the height of that meme.
I know.
So it's
Yeah.
like
the Wakanda Knuckles tribe.
They were singing the "Do you know the way?"
Yeah.
That whole thing. They were doing that before we started, and I would look at my wife. I'm like, "Do you hear that stuff back there?" And she goes, "Yeah." I go, "That's not going to stop the entire movie." She goes, and then like they would click, and then like there was a part where Killmonger like comes in and beats up Black Panther.
Yeah.
You see it in the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler. And they're like, "It's a fake king, spit on him," and they're going. And every time, like, Black Panther and his love interest with Cancer get close, you just hear...
I would have literally switched seats to join their crew.
But
if I were that thing, I'd be like, "My Brutus!"
But they were just being quiet enough that, like, it was
I would have lost
fine.
my
yeah.
mind.
But it was, like...
It was just like the small
But right
concept.
behind you could
It's
hear
the voice in the back of your head.
Yeah, and the one issue, the other thing is, they say in the movie, T'Challa, the lead character, he says the way a lot. and like, it's very Ugandan-ish.
What's Wakanda?
And the fucking city's called Wakanda.
Wakanda
in Uganda.
Yeah.
And the city's called Wakanda, and every time he'd say, "Do you know the way?" it was like a little electricity went through. You would just hear, "Do you know the way? Do you know?"
Why are you running?
That's
the one I would do, because that's my favorite part of me. Anytime someone was running in that game or in that movie, I'd be like, "Why are you running?
Why are you running?"
Well, and when it ended, my wife was fucking... Like, she loved the movie, but she was really pissed off. And we kind of, we get up and she goes, who would talk through the entire movie like that? And then we just saw seven 7. I thought it was gonna be kids, like teenagers. No, like seven college students get out and they and while clicking, Naruto ran out of the theater.
My brothers.
They were just. It was just. I couldn't even be mad. My wife was infuriated. We ended up having to go see it again.
Yeah.
And it was just, which then ruined it for me because then I was the entire time. And there's a part and this is the one part that like where I was like, okay, in the beginning, they're doing like the history of Wakanda from the time like the meteor hit, and then the civilization that was built around it. One part of that civilization were clickers, and they were like it exploded. You just hear all 7 of them go. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dude, who was the comedian that was like, I got on an elevator with a bunch of African people and I put pop rocks in my mouth and they thought I was cussing them out? Or something like that.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's a famous comedian. It was like,
that's hilarious.
I could be wrong. I thought it was like Nick Swartzen, but I could be wrong.
Oh my god. Have you guys watched, oh man, not Nick Cannon. Oh my god, he just did a comedy special on Netflix. It's been his first one in like 10 years. Oh my god.
Chappelle?
No. Oh my god, it's called Tambourine. Look it up. Google this shit. It was directed by Bo Burnham.
Oh, Chris Rock?
That's it, Chris Rock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You guys watch that?
Not yet, no.
Oh my god, it's really funny.
Yeah, it's Chris Rock.
Yeah. Oh my god, he was.
Chris Rock's pretty funny. I didn't care for a lot of his old stand-up stuff. His voice kind of pisses me off, to be honest.
Chris Rock's voice pisses you off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It's like just at that right pitch
to where you're like, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Yeah.
Poor Chris Rock.
He's pretty funny though. It's just his voice makes me angry sometimes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm the same way with that one comedian too. What's his name? I think Brian Regan. I think is his name.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, I don't like his voice. Pisses me off too.
Really?
It's not his voice; it's the way he talks.
Like the cadence of his voice.
Yeah, like, it's the cadence of his voice that makes me angry.
Oh.
And also, his comedy is really old school. Like it's that old school Jerry Seinfeld style. Like what's up with that? Yeah, it's like this isn't the 70s. Get over yourself.
So I
say some horrific stuff already.
Yeah.
I always believe that you could do just a quick change of topic real quick before I forget it. I always believed you could do anything on YouTube and be successful. Mm-hmm. Well, I believe you could do most things. There was a lot you couldn't do.
Yeah.
I saw a successful YouTube channel last night that blew my mind so much that now I believe you can do anything. It's called Claw Kicker. And what this YouTube channel is, it's this guy, all he does is YouTube him going to different claw machines around the country, like the claw machines, and getting prizes out. He's just really good at claw machines.
I thought you were saying he just walks up to him and kicks them.
That would be really good too. But no, he just goes up and does claw machines.
That's amazing.
And, or like he does like claw machines. The machines where you put the quarter in and there's a bunch of quarters on 2 different ledges.
Oh yeah.
And to his credit, I watched a 15-minute video of him just putting quarters in and playing a quarter machine. And all he was doing was getting SpongeBob cards. Like, it was a bunch of quarters with SpongeBob cards, and he was trying to get all the SpongeBob cards. That's it.
Yeah.
He had like 300,000 views.
Dude, was it like kid friendly?
Yeah.
That's why. Dude, YouTube is promoting and pushing their kid friendly content like nobody's business.
It's why if you happen go to my YouTube channel real quick.
It's why I'll never be famous on YouTube.
Go to my YouTube channel real quick. I made this video these last 2 videos kid friendly. They've only been up for about a week. There it is.
Oh, right there it is.
Look at them views.
Dang, son.
Those last two are kid friendly.
Yeah.
Look at them views.
Yeah, that jump is like insane.
1 week.
Yeah.
That's insane.
When you need to make that money, but you also want to be yourself.
Yeah. Well, so I figured out how to be myself, but
be kid friendly for 3 years when they're teenagers.
Be me.
Yeah.
And that's just because I've become a dad.
Yeah.
So I have to be me, which is I'm still sarcastic. I'm still me in a sense. It's just so to be kid friendly, you just gotta turn the cuss words off. You can still kind of be
too hard for Mike.
Dude, it's programmed in me. It's in my blood.
you gotta turn the cuss words off, and then like stay away from racism and sexism.
Yeah.
So I mean, anything fun you kind of have to take out.
Yeah.
But
I usually stay away from racism and sexism in most of my stuff. If it is, it's like super.
My
obvious,
problem is I skirt this line of like what is logical. So like, no, you're being stupid. It's like, no, I'm not going to give you this because you don't have a dick. Like, and that's sexist.
There's a Monsu deck tech, all the way to the left. First, that one has 110. It's actually almost to 120 now. YouTube just hasn't updated.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you click on the video, it shows more accurate.
But I did a test on that because like so I didn't edit it at all. I literally just did a go. Like, turned my camera on, did it, turned it off, I was done. The only editing I did is I, like, shaved off me a little at the beginning and a little at the end. And it just... Yeah, if you can... If YouTube sees no like... If it's, like, a supercomputer, doesn't hear a cuss word, and you are able to promote in any capacity, just one place... You can get 100 views like that.
Yeah.
I promoted one place, and the first day I had 20 views, and then it kind of stopped for a couple days. And then I checked that today, this morning. I was like, 110? What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And then I looked up, and it finally, after 6 days, hit the YouTube algorithm. And the YouTube supercomputer didn't see any cussing. Didn't hit any of its trigger words, so it pushed me through. That'll probably be 200 next week.
Yeah. My
but for
I don't think I can not cuss and play the evil.
But for this,
it's so frustrating.
We
Evil Within wouldn't be kid friendly anyway, so I wouldn't.
You wouldn't have to worry about this. It's same with this podcast. I mean, we gotta be yourself. We gotta be yourselves.
Right.
So, what on behalf of Patterson and Tanner here, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What's funny is Patterson's like an editing god, so he could totally edit that out and just make me have like a squeaky voice.
I've only edited out one.
What did? What was?
Ooh, we can't talk about that.
I'll tell you this: I didn't edit it out. I just bleeped it so people know that I said something really fucked up.
You can just bleep this.
That's hilarious.
That's true. I can just bleep this and no one knows.
Yeah,
what
we
we're
can
talking
bleep
about.
this. It was the semantics of.
I'll say it. I was talking about... I asked him if I could talk about this. I was going to cut it out, but I decided to leave it and bleep it. But I said... we were talking about... I said... I said what pisses me off the most is when people say that...
Take it from me. Cut this part out.
Yeah. That's why I bleeped it out. I bleeped it out.
And
just only bleeps it.
Yeah.
The other one that I don't think it got cut, but it was like debate on whether or not we should even talk about it, was like the biological reason for rape, because humans are meant to like breed. It was a crazy conversation.
Yeah,
I don't know if I bleeped that out.
Probably not.
You did bleep that out. I've listened to every one of your podcasts. That's not one.
Yeah.
It was on that same podcast that I bleeped.
And it was like, what's the reason? It's like,
that's one
probably because somebody just becomes so frustrated. And
no, looking back on that podcast, I was like, no, there's more reasons than that. That was just one. That's just one. There's also there's a power differential reason too. People like to feel dominant and powerful. over other people. That's another reason.
The entire reason we fight wars.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the pussy.
Dude, all wars...
If you look back at, like, Hell of Troy was an actual thing. Like, we fought a goddamn war over who's gonna marry somebody. Yeah. We did that. Like...
Dude,
men are insane.
Troy and the other place,
Athens, whatever.
The other Greek place.
Was it Athens?
Yeah, it was Athens.
I was like,
versus Troy.
Yeah, it wasn't Sparta. Nobody else would go up against. Yeah.
Well, the Spartans fought in the war.
Yeah, but I mean, the war was.
Yeah, because the other one was for.
Athens wouldn't care.
There was a king who.
Athens would have just gone there, taken her, and left, and that would have been it.
Well, there was a king that was trying to unify Greece. And one of the only Greek states that hadn't joined was Troy.
Okay.
And then they stole the Spartan princess. According to the story, there's no there's not a lot of hardcore evidence for this, but the story goes that
legend goes for how this thing started.
The Trojans showed up to make peace with the king, and then one of the princes of Troy fell in love with the princess of Sparta, and he brought her on the ship back to Troy. And then the Spartans found out, and they're like, "Oh no, we're gonna fuck them up." And so they went to the king, and the king wanted to fight Troy anyways.
How fucking horrifying would that be? Like, if Spartans were
"Hey, we're gonna fuck you up.
We're coming for you."
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in that position.
No. The Athenians were pretty badass too, but not quite. They were more the naval.
Naval.
Yeah, naval side.
Naval and just numbers, because
that's true.
Sparta had the best soldiers, but they didn't have a ton.
Yeah.
Comparatively, so it was like.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what straight triggers me about history? When people say that Alexander the Great was Greek.
No.
And I'm like, I'm gonna fight you. He's Macedonian.
He's Macedonian, and that was well before. I think that was before Greece. Although that is technically a part of Greece now.
Now it is. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, but there was no unified Greece then. So it was. Oh my god! I was listening to a history podcast, and I love this podcast so much. It's Dan Carlin's Hardcore History. Such a good podcast, but he mispronounces things sometimes, and I don't know how, because he's all he does is study history and stuff.
Maybe
for his job.
We've been mispronouncing it.
No, he called Macedonia. He called it Macedonia.
Oh.
And it was pissing me off the whole time. Every time he said it, he's like, Macedonia. And I'm like, no, that sounds like mac and cheese. It's like... the great Macaronians fought the... it's like, no, shut up. It's the Macedonians.
Yeah. That would, yeah.
Even if it is pronounced Macedonia, I'm still not doing it.
Have you guys ever watched the video of the entire history of the world, I guess?
Yeah.
That video is
I love that.
Fire.
Yeah.
Have you watched the video about the entire history of Japan?
Japan, yeah. I watched that one first, and then...
It's really... I was like, this
entire history of the world came
This is real... Especially, the editing.
It's, almost an hour long, too.
The editing and stuff is,
fire.
It's so cool. It was,
That's probably the second greatest editing on YouTube.
I'll never forget the part about, the history in the Middle East when, it was Christ... And it was this guy came, people hated him, fail, oh wait, they loved him. Yeah. He died, fail, never mind, got back up, win. It was what is happening? It was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
It was really good.
No, that's probably the second best editing I've ever seen. First best only being the videos I showed you guys where it was the PUBG and Fortnite meme edits or whatever. Oh my god, that guy is a meme edit god. He really is.
How long do you think it takes to do one of those videos?
Oh, it would take me it'd probably take me a couple days of just straight editing. Doing that, waking up, editing, eating, and going to bed.
And it's not even getting gameplay, it's everything.
Yeah, that guy grinds out those videos for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
and their quality too.
Yeah,
they're not some of my videos. My last Evil Within, it was only 30 minutes, so I didn't even cut anything out. Pretty much, I cut out the beginning.
I've been watching a YouTube channel. It's one I found. He started in January. He's doing a video a day for a year.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds. So okay, if you're listening, you've never done a YouTube video. I know it sounds like, oh yeah, you just record some shit and throw it up online.
But that's 9 hours. It's a work day or more.
That's a lot of work. And he does editing and shit, but his YouTube channel is awesome because it's just called Walk in the Park.
Yeah.
And what he does is it's a vlog where he just walks from his house to a park. He walks around the park, just talking about his day, and then walks home.
Yeah.
That's the video. And he's doing like one, and my favorite is like, he does it if it's raining, anything. So, but he's not my favorite YouTuber. My favorite YouTuber is Blasphemous HD.
I love Blasphemous HD. Now, I've recently started watching Chavez.
Chavez.
I love Chavez. But
Blasphemous HD had me saying, whenever like something scary happens now, I'm like, I'll stop just like, I'm fucking up.
yeah, I'm fucking my favorite, he's like, he's one of my favorites because he's legit scared. He doesn't act scared, like, for videos. At least not most of the time. Like, he has, like, legitimate, like, he had, like, childhood issues with, like, getting scared, basically. So he's, like, actually gets scared watching, like, ghost videos and stuff. And he's like, every time he starts a video, he's just like, I know we about to fuck up right now.
Yeah, he's just this big black guy. And he'll take his headphones off, pause the video, and he'll just go, I'm fucking up right now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He has this meme too where he'll like say something really fucked up and he'll be like, I'm gonna edit that out, and then he never edits it out. Oh, yeah. So people take those things, like really fucked up things that he says, and they splice them together to make it sound like he's saying really fucked up stuff. And he watches them. He's like, no, I can't say that. Like it'll be a video where he's like, we gonna give the little kids in, and then it cuts. It's like the dick. He's like, no.
That's amazing.
They're funny, dude. He's one of my favorites for sure.
Being a YouTuber now is starting to get dangerous though.
Oh yeah.
Because people will just fucking break into your house.
Yeah, slow-mo, some slow-mo guys.
Gavin Bria, his girl Meg Turney.
Dude, that sounded scary as fuck. You're just hiding in your closet and there's a dude walking around the house like popping shots.
With a gun and he shot
who's there to kill Gavin because he thinks... That was the thing that blew my mind, is through different like emails and text messages they found, this dude broke into their house to kill Gavin because he thought that if he killed Gavin, he could get Meg.
Yeah.
That
works. That has worked one time in the history of
if I kill your mate in honorable combat.
Yeah.
I'm not sure killing an Englishman who has almost no experience with firearms with a firearm counts.
Yeah.
Like, Gavin grew up in a country with no guns, and this guy is like a Texan.
Yeah.
Like,
I was thinking about it as I was coming in because I just walked in. We just always walk in here, and I was thinking about that. I was like,
I could kill.
What if Patterson got famous, and like somebody just tried to walk in here one day?
That's what I love about living in an apartment. Is because he has like a 1 in 6 shot. Even if he knows the spot where I live, there's like 6 apartments. Well, so you gotta figure out which one it is.
What if you, Colin and Alan are here, and somebody tries to walk in and start something?
They're got a knife right there.
They're in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah.
Because that's
why I like being back here in this room, because if someone walks in and they start killing people, they gotta get through 2 people before they get to me, and I can hop out that window.
I'm out that window already.
They have to get through Colin, who's jacked out of his mind.
Yeah, and he likes to fight people.
They gotta get through.
You don't have to. He's like Goku. You don't have to give him an excuse.
And if they get to you, they better hope they have a gun.
Yeah,
because they're not gonna hand you.
Got the Wolverine claws.
And even
That's true, I got that.
And even Alan, or weakest link.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still.
I was lifting with last night, and Alan, he's got some definition going on.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't fight him now. A month ago, I probably would have, but now I'm like,
And then, like, once I get a gun, then that's not even going to be an issue,
right? Because you just have an ex-military
gun.
It's like, what are you gonna do?
Dude, if someone walks in this room, I have all the advantage.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for it. Then there's like
you're in the corner, and they have to open that door like in PUBG, and then they're dead.
Yeah. What I'd probably do is, like, if I heard someone coming, I'd push the bed this way a little bit, hop up right there, and then kind of...
How does it feel, by the way, Tanner, how does it feel to be, like, the best third-place PUBGer in the world?
Dude, it feels really good. It feels great to, like, always...
You're probably, like, top 2%. Dude, you can never hit that.
I'm legitimately a god at making it to top 5. I'm like, this is easy. And then it's, like, some asshole with a scar who, like, thought, I'm gonna hide behind this rock because it's not in... It shouldn't be where the next circle goes.
Yeah. But
then all of a sudden, center of final circle, and it's like, how the hell?
So one thing I've learned is
this guy?
getting in the final circle is there's one of 2 people that are in the other last person. It's either someone who's a god at the game or someone who's a complete idiot and they just stumbled their way in there.
Yep.
So you have to account for both possibilities.
Well, with Tanner though, so PUBG I don't think is works for his stream. And that's my personal opinion. And I think it would work beautifully as a YouTube. Because what he should do is just splice together every time he gets down to the top 15. Because then all of a sudden shit gets really interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. There's fucking one where he sat on top of a tower. Because this dude...
That was bullshit. I was so mad.
So he gets on top of the tower and there's a guy right under him with a car.
Yeah.
No, with a scar.
A scar, yeah, with a scar.
Car I would have tried.
And he was just like...
I'm stuck
and Tanner's just like, I'm stuck here.
Yeah, nothing I can do.
Alright.
I almost survived that game too. I made top 5.
But he sat
for the opportune
on
bounce.
a tower laying down for 15 minutes.
It was really, I was really
and that's every PUBG game is you find a place, get a bunch of stuff, hunker down until you're forced to move. Then
I've adopted
move.
a more aggressive playstyle recently. If I get an M4, I become just a tornado across the map of I hunt people.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I watched a PUBG with Shroud.
Oh my god!
Recently,
Shroud.
Where this dude, he got a I don't remember what gun it was, but he got scoped for it, and he just started murking people.
Yeah.
He had a friend playing with him, and he got in a car, and they would just drive around till someone took a shot at him. And this is where I think Shroud might be cheating. Because, you'd hear him say stop, he'd get out, turn directly to where the shot came from, and fire and kill him. I was like, how did you know exactly where that shot came from?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Shroud? No, but I had one game. I don't know. I feel like you were watching it, but I ended up in this weird little mini bowl in Mexico. And packages kept dropping on me, and people kept running in, and I was like, pop, 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 pop. I was just all around. I was just Jason Bourne.
Best one, he got second. He was sitting there.
I was so mad.
He was fucking crawling. He was in the grass, and then the dude pops up. The other guy pops up and didn't see him, and Tanner's like, it's time. He stood up.
First mistake.
He stood up.
First mistake.
And didn't pull his gun out.
So here's what happened. I threw a Molotov where he was, and he moved and got up, and I was like, okay, it's fine, because every other time I've ran out of throwables, which I ran out, you pull the gun back out that you last had equipped. The game was like, no.
Yeah.
The gun didn't.
You shouldn't have stood up though.
You're right. I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
So he stood up, and you just see him go, wait, where's my gun?
Well, done.
Where's my gun? Where's my gun? And the guy turns around and goes, and you can honestly see him at his computer going, huh.
Yeah.
It was terrible. It was the worst thing ever. Yeah, but the most fun I've had recently was, I was like, this is my last game of the night. And I was like, time to be a risky boy.
Yeah.
I only had a pump shotgun, and I went into Chimacera and saw a package land, and I was like, I can't get that package. So I was like, I'm going for that package. Let's get aggressive. There was 5 other people around me, and I got the package and had an AUG in it 8 times.
Yeah.
And a suppressor for ARs, which I already found one, which is infuriating. Because 2 in 1 game is the most... When you never find them, but then you find 3 or 4 in a game.
It's 8 times scopes.
Yeah, you find 8 of them in a game, but you can't find them for 12 other games. And I got it, and I murked another guy, and got stuff from him, and I was like, oh, he had a level 3 helmet and a level 3 vest, and I was like, let's do this.
Yeah.
And then I saw another package land, and I was getting real aggressive and crazy, and I took my AUG up, and I killed him, and that's when I got the M24 silence. And dude, that gun.
Yeah, M24 is beast.
I was pulling some shifty maneuvers, maneuvering seats in a truck to get away from people shooting at me. It was a lot of fun. But
dude, one of my favorite tactics that I've seen someone use so far is they will park a car or a truck in a densely populated area and wait, and he lays down next to it on the other side.
Yeah.
And he waits for people to get in, and then he hops in the back seat and just blows them in the back. He just blows the back of their head out with a shotgun from the back seat. Yeah.
Although the most impressive one I ever saw that was kind of similar. This guy he only had a shotgun. He was outgunned because the guy it was some assault rifle. So he got in the car and started driving. Waited for the guy to run up, start shooting. He hopped out. The guy kept running and trying to shoot the car, and he just shot him from behind.
Yeah.
And it was like the trickiest play I've ever seen. I was like, this is insane.
Dude, the tricky play was when me and Tanner were playing, and this dude, we were chasing this guy, and he had a friend that got on a bike and went off in another direction, so I was
oh my god.
And so we're chasing this guy down a desert road in Mexico. The guy, like, slides his car, pulls out, and hops behind it, and, like, over the hood, and is, like, shooting at us. And so I decided to ram him, because I'm like, I'll hit the car, and then it'll hit him and kill him.
It's done.
At the very last second, he gets in the car, so it doesn't kill him. And then his friend drove the bike all the way around, was up on a cliff, and shot down on us and killed us.
It was some like next level.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, I wasn't even mad. I was like, that's some skill, like planning. Yeah.
One game, it was the game where I was ended up in the bowl with an M4, just hunting people.
It was basically like La Bendita, essentially.
No, it was a lot like narrower, and it was like a little cone, and like came down like this.
Okay.
There was like 2 buildings. And I was chasing this guy, and I was like, I'm gonna kill him. It's like I'm aggressive today, and he's in a buggy, I'm in a truck, I win this fight. And he jumped out and started shooting me. I was like, you think I care?
Yeah.
And I rammed his buggy so hard it hit him and killed him instantly. The buggy was fused into my engine block. I had to find a different truck. It was awesome.
You know what?
It's a good
game has been popping up a lot on YouTube lately.
What?
And on so I like search Google Analytics every day for games, mainly to suggest to him.
Yeah.
Your game has actually been popping up a lot lately.
Which one?
The space one?
Elite Dangerous.
Elite
Dangerous?
Yeah. I don't know why. I randomly started, because I was looking into Star Citizen, and then I was like, it probably won't be good for another 2 years or so. So I was like, I'll get back into my old Space Sim. So now I've started watching a lot of videos for it. But then I started noticing that, like, people have been making new videos for it, like,
yeah,
a lot.
it probably has something to do with the alien thing.
Maybe. That happened last year, though.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of people looking. Like,
Maybe there's some
searching.
update I don't know about that, like...
There might be.
Yeah.
But it's being searched for on Google and YouTube a lot.
I mean, yeah.
Most of the searches might be me.
It's just like...
I mean, if you account for like 75,000 searches,
Maybe.
Then yeah.
No.
Maybe.
Yeah. That's interesting, though.
I bought that game last night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really into like I treat views like stock market.
Yeah.
So I'm really into seeing like what is selling on YouTube and Google and what's not. Like right now, if you want to play a space sim, you should probably be playing. And this is for you guys can take this if you want. So if you want to play a space sim, you need to be playing Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
Because Star Citizen's not getting any views.
Yeah. There's like 2
Eve
successful Star Citizen YouTubers at all.
Eve had a huge resurgence.
Did it really?
In 2015 when they posted the video. Was it 16?
Was it the VR one?
It's the We Are Eve.
Oh, okay.
Or This Is Eve. Or,
yeah.
And it was this really awesome actual gameplay footage of Eve. And if you haven't seen it, it's an incredible video.
You should look it up. The best one was it Rooks? The Guild Rooks or whatever. They're all actual Navy officers.
Yeah.
That play the game together. And
they're
like
Rooks and Kings.
And they're an awesome like merc guild who would just do whatever.
Yeah, it's a group of Navy dudes.
You should legitimately it's
it's called This Is Eve. Pull it up, watch it real quick. It's not a long video.
It makes you want to play it. But then, like I said last night, Eve is a little bit too RTS-y for me.
This one?
That's the one. Oh, wait.
No, yeah, that's it.
Are we sure? Yeah, that's the one.
36 million views.
Yeah, that's the one. Because This Is Really Eve is a meme bit. So, this came out a couple of years ago, and this caused a huge influx of new Eve players. When that happened, a year later, Eve saw a giant dip in numbers.
Yeah.
Because the established guilds in the game, or corporations, are just that. They're so established that it's so hard to make your own way in that game.
Yeah.
And it's such a tight-knit community.
Yeah.
that there are just some things you like. The other thing I don't agree with that Eve does is it's one mega server.
Yeah.
It's not you can't go, all right, well this corporation's fucking everything on this server, so I'll just go to a new one, or like I'll wait till like in World of Warcraft is a perfect example. Back in the day, they had multiple servers, and if like a horde, if you want to play Alliance or Horde, and one of the other factions were just known for camping and fucking going and wiping your city every night, you could wait till a new server popped up, go onto that new server, and then you could start fresh with everybody else.
Yeah.
And then you could make a name for yourself as you leveled up, and you were the person that was like
sacking cities.
Yeah. In Eve, that's not possible.
Yeah.
So this game had after this video hit, saw a big increase in numbers, and then it dropped again. Now it's almost like there are some people that will look it up. It's not much.
Yeah.
Your Elite Dangerous is pretty good, but so if I was making YouTube videos for Space Sims, I'd be doing Elite Dangerous for sure.
Yeah. Star Citizen is going to be the shit if it comes out.
If it ever comes out to its fullest capacity in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's basically Elite Dangerous, but with way more detail. There's also first-person shooter perspective, like, stuff to it. And, like, the graphics are of that of CryEngine. So, like...
The only problem I see for Star Citizen is if it takes them too long to actually get it out, Elite Dangerous may just catch up.
Elite Dangerous is already passing as far as, like, things you can do in the game.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they haven't planned out as far as Star Citizen has.
Okay.
They haven't, like, the potential, basically, is in Star Citizen's favor.
Right.
For things that you can do and quality of the game. They're just... Star Citizen is the idea that it's like... So, like, when you're making a game, you have to sacrifice somewhere. It's like, we can push this game out on time, but maybe graphically it's not good, or, like, the world's not as big as we want, or whatever. Yeah. Star Citizen is like, let's have a 10 out of 10 graphics, 10 out of 10, like, open world, 10 out of 10 scale and everything, but time, 0 out of 10. Like, fuck time. Which can be an issue. And it's definitely proven to be an issue. Because a lot of people are, like, against the game now. They're like, we pledge and we feel like we're getting scammed. But at the same time, it was the community that pushed for it to be a bigger game. Originally, it wasn't going to be as big as it is.
Right.
And then they're like, they actually took a vote. They're like, they went to the community and put up a poll, and they're like, hey, should we make the game bigger? Or, like, do you guys just want it to come out the way it is? And it was like a 98 to 2 vote.
When does E3 happen?
E3?
Usually in the summer.
It's like
June, July, something like.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like the earliest ever happens like late.
I need E3 to happen.
Yeah.
Because there have been whispers on the winds that we're going to get the title for the next Elder Scrolls this year.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
There's been some.
I would love that.
No, like, Reddit leaks
because
yet
Bethesda,
that are obviously Bethesda.
The only thing that we know for sure is Bethesda's like, we are working on a game. No, we're not going to tell you what it is. But they basically were like, here's a small portion to keep, like, online Fallout 4 stuff.
Yeah.
But past that, they're like, everyone, come here.
It's time.
Yeah, they pulled all their resources back into themselves to make this game.
And so it could be what they were going to announce last year, but then didn't, which was their space game.
Yeah.
And that their entire theme and intro for it was all, like, space themed and stuff. And then they didn't talk about it. And supposedly
Elder Scrolls in space.
Oh my god. It was supposedly because it got leaked, and it did get leaked on Reddit, and then Bethesda was like, you know what? No. And then didn't actually announce it. Because they don't play those games.
Here's why I want Elder Scrolls. I'll only accept two locations and names for the next Elder Scroll.
Okay.
Valenwood?
You say that now.
Valenwood?
Sure.
I mean, within the established, what we have so far, they could introduce something completely new.
Okay.
Within what we have established now in Elder Scrolls, I would want one that takes place in Valenwood, or one that takes place in Akaveri.
Akaveri, the other continent.
Yeah, which is the other main continent. Because that's all you could do. There's some established stuff there, but you could do whatever you wanted. Like, make it completely
There's
new.
a lot.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with High Rock again.
High Rock might be okay.
I'd be okay with going back to the good old
I kind of want them to not be in Tamriel, because it's like... In ESO, you can explore everywhere in Tamriel pretty much, so it's like, I want to see something new.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever it is, it's going to be fucking amazing.
Oh, for sure.
Look
how Skyrim changed the face of gaming.
True.
Like, someone that says Skyrim did not change gaming as we know it today is
wrong.
Like,
every time
living under a rock. They're Patrick Starks. They live under a rock.
Yeah, every time an Elder Scrolls drops, it revolutionizes what an RPG can be in game.
Daggerfall is one of the first like open world RPGs.
Yeah. Daggerfall,
Morrowind, same thing. Took
Oblivion.
That, yeah. And then Skyrim took that to like the
Skyrim. What's funny about Skyrim is I was working in a suit department at JCPenney's when that came out, and I remember because I didn't know anything about Elder Scrolls at the time, but I remember that like the release date of Skyrim was coming close, and then I worked in the suits department with one girl and 4 dudes, and the other 4 dudes requested off for the same week, and they went to my manager and was like, I will not be here this week. And they all had their different reasons, but they're super adamant about, like, I don't care if you have to fire me, I just won't be here.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get it off the right way. And my manager comes up to me and goes, hey, this coming week, all 4 of them are requesting off. Can you, like, handle, like, a 50-hour week? I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. I do the week. It was crazy. And then they finally come back, and they're all freaking out. I'm like, what the fuck did you guys go on a trip? And they're like, no, Skyrim came out. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, we've been playing Skyrim for a week straight. I was like, what?
Wait, Skyrim for a week straight? Yeah. Listen, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
the shiz.
Next Elder Scrolls drop. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
I will not be playing.
Also, I wanted to take place in Valenwood or Ekvir because I would like to see color in an Elder Scrolls game again. Because that's one reason why I love Oblivion. Is you have
it was really beautiful.
Yeah, so beautiful. You get all that color.
Cyrodiil's really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, just go get a Switch and play the new Zelda game.
Yeah.
You get.
We have it here. We don't have a Switch. We have it on the Wii U.
The best mod for Skyrim.
Yeah, Legend of Zelda, the best fucking mod for Skyrim. Honestly.
When it came out, I watched Alan play it for a while. Yeah, the game looks sweet.
Yeah. But yeah, it's supposedly rumored. It's I don't know. Bethesda's been doing a lot because they were like, listen, we're working on. It's like, listen, the next Elder Scrolls will come. That's all they've ever said about it.
Mm-hmm. They said it'll come when the technology is there. That's what Todd Howard always says.
It's like, yeah. It's like, dude.
Which, I mean, now that we have the X and the PS5 is coming out soon.
Right.
So, like...
And, like, computers can handle it, so...
Yeah.
And if computers can't handle it, then, like... Honestly,
there's nothing out nowadays...
they bought a country.
There's nothing out nowadays that 2 T80Is can't handle. Or T80 Ti's or whatever it can't handle.
Yeah. And even that's pretty much overkill for a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's absolutely insane. They said they were working on a completely new IP, which is probably the space thing, which no one knows anything about. And then they kind of rumored something about, kind of like Doom, is they were getting another IP that already exists, either back or from somebody else that they were going to take over. And it's like, that would be insane.
Halo.
Oh my god, please.
Bethesda Halo?
Please. Dude, there's rumors that Halo 6 won't even have a multiplayer.
What?
Yeah. Which is what kept Halo 5 alive.
Halo without a multiplayer?
Yeah.
That doesn't...
When Halo defined multiplayer when it came out.
Yeah.
Wait, it's Halo 5?
Yeah. Although anything past Reach is...
It got really big. The multiplayer actually got pretty big, surprisingly, in esports.
It got big enough for them to make,
I watched the finals in the Halo 5 esport tournament, and it was like insane.
Yeah.
I was like actually having fun watching it.
It was like back in the Halo 2, Halo 3 SWAT days.
Oh, dude, the mechanics for Halo 5, this is what I'll give it. A lot of it was trash. The Halo 5 mechanics was what Halo was always meant to be.
Yeah.
It was like the final evolution of Halo.
Of Halo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah, when I play Halo 5, I was like, this just feels good playing it.
it feels right, yeah.
Yeah. It's like fast, but not like Call of Duty fast. It's like, I don't know, it's like in between Battlefield and Call of Duty speed-wise, and it just feels good. It's just like very intuitive, too.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, hopefully that's not true. Hopefully there is a multiplayer in Halo 6.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope so.
Because otherwise 343 just threw their only IP down the trash.
They'll be done.
Yeah. Which they can go suck a dick anyways, but...
Yeah, because no one likes 343.
No.
Not a single person.
I liked Halo 4. A lot of people didn't like Halo 4. I liked Halo 4.
It wasn't terrible.
And then Halo 5, everyone thought it was going to be something which I knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't going to be anything close to advertised.
Yeah.
Because that was this big thing. They advertised the story as like one thing, and then that was like the first 2 chapters of the whole story, and then it went off in a completely different direction.
And then you're like, what is even happening?
Yeah, it was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Cortana's a bad guy trying to kill the galaxy? Like, what? What's going on here?
Hold on.
I thought she was dead.
Yeah, it's like, wait, we laid that to rest.
Yeah.
Don't you bring her back.
Yeah, I was so happy when Cortana died.
Let her sleep.
I hate her.
You hated her?
I hate Cortana, yeah. Such a needy bitch, dude.
Needy bitch.
Yeah, she
Poor
is.
Cortana.
Oh, I need help. I'm stuck somewhere. Come get me.
Man.
She was cool in Halo 1. Past that, like, nah.
Whatever, she's not Bae.
That's true.
You know who Bae is?
Who?
18.
18.
Number 18?
18 is Bae.
18?
Yeah.
But 18 is not MVP, because
No.
that is 17.
17 is fucking MVP of that tournament.
He hasn't... Okay, never mind. Yeah,
Chill, dude, chill.
No. Did you see the last episode?
Yeah, I did. I was running around the apartment screaming. Yeah.
You're just...
129 is still my favorite.
Yeah.
Dude, when he goes Ultra Instinct and then lands those first 3 punches on Jiren before, like, without even moving, you see the, like, go up Jiren, and then he's like,
Did you pop off?
Oh, dude, that might be my favorite moment in all of Dragon Ball. Just that moment, like, oh my god.
That was
Giving me
good.
chills just talking about it.
In 130 though, when he the thing I like the most about 130, and I'm gonna try to say this without spoiling anything for Tanner, is how definitive the ass beating that Goku put on Jiren was.
Yeah.
It needed to I was so afraid because I heard a lot of spoilers about this episode, or like supposed leaks and spoilers. That like Goku was gonna master Ultra Instinct and Jiren was just gonna whip his ass. I was like, there's no way that happens.
Yeah.
Jiren's not that strong.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
He's real.
He is strong. He does power up and puts up a good fight.
They made him ridiculous for some reason, but
Yeah. Dude, when Jiren, like, powers up and his shirt rips off and he gets buff, I was like, goals.
Yeah. If Jiren can beat, or I guess not be defeated by a God of Destruction, but gods of Destructions are afraid of Ultra Instinct,
Yeah.
then a Master Ultra Instinct should beat Jiren. Like,
So here's the thing. Would Beerus be able to fight Goku Ultra Instinct? Like, who would win that fight?
a Mastered? Probably. If
I think Beerus could outlast
if
Goku.
Beerus wants to kill him, then he wins, because he can always destroy. Like,
No, that doesn't always work.
that doesn't always work.
no.
He hasn't gotten there yet.
He's close. He's at 126.
Yeah, but that's not where.
That's not the Topo fight.
No, he's not at the Topo fight yet.
But yeah, Beerus could probably outlast him. Just 'cause he
Beerus
probably-
might. It depends. If Goku
I think he could. I think he could wear him out eventually.
If Goku could find a way to beat him fast,
Yeah.
I think that comes down to, is Beerus fast enough to dodge the Master Instinct hits?
well,
'Cause if
remember,
not, then, like-
once Goku has finally like gotten Ultra Instinct in like, and not what happens in this this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Once he's got it, like he can use it just like he uses Blue. He can then go one step further with Kaioken.
Yeah.
Ultra Instinct Kaioken.
times 20.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
so he's times 20.
He'd probably like break his body doing that at this point. Though.
Yeah, well,
he might just implode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, given what we saw in 30, I think.
Ooh,
I don't think he'd be able to handle it.
No. Well, and King Kai said something about that, like before the tournament.
Yeah.
After the Champa Beerus tournament, and then before the Tournament Power, he's like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
He's like, you were looking into the future a couple seconds to determine where hits attacks were, and he's like, yeah, you're kind of pushing what mortals are allowed to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But then we saw the trailer for the new movie.
I did. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That looks awesome.
The animation style is very interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of that like...
It's really smooth.
Yeah, it's kind of that like late 2000s style animation.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
You know what else
I'm trying to think of what it looks like. It looks really familiar, but
Watch
I can't.
it 17 whip that ass.
Oh, yeah.
MVP?
Yeah.
NP motherfucking P.
Yeah.
Dude, when the androids took down Universe 2?
One of them. I get them all mixed up.
Universe 2 is the Live Universe, right?
What?
Universe 2 is Love Universe.
I think so.
Yeah, it was, because I remember being annoyed specifically with Universe 2 and 11, because I hate people that have just supreme ideals.
Justice!
And I'm
Justice!
like, so I'm fighting against you for my universe, but I'm evil because you love justice. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have love.
America!
Because you're so love. Yeah, screw you.
Yeah.
So I was like, I hate both these universes.
Yeah. That's why I like Jiren, because he doesn't care.
No.
He's like, whatever.
Yeah. And I guess Topo. A little bit now.
Kind of.
Because he's like...
I don't like him because they're so idealistic that they can't understand that if it wasn't for Goku, they would all have just been erased.
Yeah, it's like, are you all not
Goku
getting...
literally gave you a fighting chance.
Goku should have gotten he wouldn't have taken it, obviously, but he should have gotten that handicap where, like, after two are erased, fucking Goku enters the fray.
Yeah. I think, here's my theory of what's going to happen. Either 7 wins, which is what everyone probably thinks is going to happen.
Yeah.
Or 11 wins, and Xeno likes Goku so much that he just decides to let them exist anyways.
But if that happens...
I don't think under any circumstances would Xeno kill Goku.
No. The only problem with that is then we wouldn't get Universe 6 back.
Yeah.
Which would suck a lot.
I think...
Because I really want
actually
Universe
have
6.
I think Universe 6... I think the Universe 6 is coming back. They established those characters too much.
I don't want this to happen.
And Sadala. Like...
Sadala.
I need Vegeta fighting the King of Sadala. I need it.
I don't want this to happen, but I think this is going to be the case. Is the 12 universes... I don't think they're erased.
There's actually I think I can corroborate that a little bit.
Yeah.
So here's a retcon that I think they snuck in and didn't tell anybody, and I can't find answers to it anywhere. Which is all of the destroyers are somehow back and watching the last 2 fights.
Right?
Yeah. I can't find answers to that anywhere. I was literally asking Collins like the whole time. I was like, why are most of the destroyers and Kai's back? Like most of those people shouldn't be there. So I don't know. I don't know what happened.
We know there's the 3 destroyers.
No,
but at this point, there's only
4 immune ones.
There were 4 immune ones.
The big old hairy dude, the fox, the dude with the
why were they immune? I didn't miss.
They were just there watching. The 4 immune universes were the universes with the high.
Oh, so they were there.
They were there.
Yeah, they were there watching.
Got it. That makes more sense.
Because it was the fox, the reptile, like crocodile from DC.
Yeah.
The dude with the like horns, like with the rings around it on his face, and then
there's the furry guy.
Yeah.
The retcon that they put in is that when you get erased, and when you get destroyed, it's painful.
Yeah.
And the proof to that is when he erases Zamasu.
Yeah.
Zamasu just fucking freaks out and screams and stuff.
Yeah.
And same thing when he gets like Hakai. Yeah. And he fucking gets destroyed.
Yeah.
It's painful, and in this, it's never painful.
Yeah, just because he's like, boop.
He squish.
Squish, yeah, squish.
By the way, I was talking to Tanner about this. The 2 Xenos fucking
Oh my god!
The camera constantly cutting to Xeno, and them mimicking stuff that's happening in the tournament.
Yeah.
I thought I'd get annoyed with it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I love everything about Xeno.
When 17 and the really fast puncher from Universe 2 are fighting, and the two things like punching quick
at each other.
The best one, dude, was when the one Xena stood up and turned around and was like, "Warrior, sleep." I was like, "Oh my god, Xena!"
My favorite is when they both raise their left hand and the other one looks and then that's right. Yeah, I love that, dude. Xeno's amazing. The voice actor they got for English is so good too. It sounds just like the Japanese.
Yeah,
it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
So I've decided. So I've been very torn about which one, Goku I like better, the Japanese one or the English one. I've decided I like the English one, but the English Goku lacks something that the Japanese Goku has, which is the laugh.
Yeah.
The Japanese voice actress who does Goku has a snicker that
the English doesn't have.
Chris Schemmel doesn't have. He just doesn't. Yeah. And it's like it takes a small bit away from the character.
I've come to realize that I don't mind the Japanese one in combat so much. It's just the normal dialogue where it irks me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I think
combat, I've gotten over it. It's
I think whatever. Chris Schemmel does a better job with the screaming and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a lot deeper for English, and it makes more sense.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the English port of fucking Matt Ultra Instinct when he you haven't seen this yet. It's when he roars and it's his voice but the ape roar.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Ugh. I love it so much, dude.
It's great.
Yeah. Dude, Tournament of Power might be the best thing Dragon Ball's ever done.
It's the best arc they've ever done, for sure.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
It's basically the Cell arc on steroids.
Yeah, it's the Cell arc on steroids, and it's just so good. So good.
Yeah, I love it. Alright, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up there for now.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah.
/ watching / whatever.
Later.
Peace.
Peace.